All right. My door is closed. I don't like freezing my butt off, right? Just not a cold weather guy. But I'm putting on my gloves today to show you why Gotham Dream Cars is trapped in an island of crap, right? And when I say an island of crap, it is 100% the problem, or a problem that is fixable by the town of Teaneck. Teaneck, New Jersey is where we are. And when we moved in here, they said they were going to take care of the roads, right? You know, they said, okay, they came and threw some dirt in the potholes, whatever they did. They did a terrible job of repairing it. However, it didn't really bother me until I got a flat tire. Straight up, you, town of Teaneck. I just drove over. I don't know what that is. It's giant. Get out of my tire. Oh, this is like it. Oh, come on. That's like a 3/4 inch stone. That's going to be flat very quickly. And when you get a flat tire, you really get annoyed. And how did I get a flat tire? Well, I've got two options. I can go left towards Englewood. I can go right towards Teaneck. And I went left as I generally do, and I am faced with this. Now, luckily, and it makes it look better, the holes are filled with water right now. So, that's a twofold. That could be problematic because you can go pretty deep in there and not know how deep it is. But luckily for you, I brought a tape measure. Now, this one's only 25 feet deep, so I don't know if we'll be able to measure all the holes, but we can give you a good idea of just how poor the road conditions are around here. Now, I've had this, it's election season. I thought about coming up with a PAC or a super PAC, right? Political action committee? No. I'm talking about pothole action committee, because I'm not the only one with this problem, right? This is where I got my flat tire over here. But let me just get out and show you. I'm not the only one with this problem. Other people also have problems with bad roads. And the only way to solve those problems, and some people get creative and they draw penises around the potholes and everything like that, and then the towns come out and fix them. But I was thinking about addressing this by keeping the governments accountable. And when I say governments, the towns, whoever's responsible for it, by somebody being creative, coming up with a website or something like that where people can post, hey, what do you think of this road? And an army of the public. The public can hold the governments accountable by saying, hey, I'm not too thrilled with the condition of this road. And everybody can call over and be like, hey, I'm not really happy with this. Let's go see some of these holes and see why I got a flat tire. Now, this is not, let's see, so this hole is about 4 inches deep, and let's do 2 feet. So about 2 feet by 2 feet by 4 inches. And this, I mean, we get better. This is pretty shallow, but this is a solid 2 feet by 2 feet. This is the one where I blew out my tire. This is just, and I got one of these, but I got it like a spear up through the tire, and I pulled it out. Psh, my building is right there. I didn't even get back to my building without the tire going flat. But this is, let's just say 2.5 inches. When you start looking at this, there's just no way through it. You have to drive through this. And, oh, there we go. It goes pretty deep. This is about, okay, it comes up right there. But let's just say this one's a solid 36 by 41. That's nice. It's a nice size picture for your wall, but not the sort of pothole that you want to drive through. Okay, that was a little underwhelming. I went pretty long on that, only for this to be an inch. But if you look at it, it's an inch there because you'd have to take the 1.5 inches there and add it to the 1.5 inches here. That makes it 3 inches by a whole bunch, by about 4 feet. So let's go check out my other option. This is probably the better option because if you look at it, it's at least a shorter path for me to drive. Let's go show you the other way. Now we're talking a road here that is maybe, just say a half-mile long. Like the entire road is a half-mile long. And there are other businesses on here. The other businesses have voiced their concerns about these roads. And you got to realize businesses in towns are the ones that pay the lion's share of the taxes. So you have these businesses, and I have a business with exotic cars. And I'm essentially having to drive through these terrible roads, which has now caused me a flat tire, has damaged wheels on other people's cars, and is just absolutely unacceptable. You have one job. The taxes are supposed to go to fixing stuff like this. And when they say, yeah, we'll fix it, and they come out and they do this half-assed shoveling some dirt in it, and it's just as bad as it was 3 days before they came out, or a week before they came out. It's absolutely absurd. Now, this little S-curve here is the best part of the entire road. Now, let's go see just how unfortunate. There's no way, and I'm not wearing my seatbelt because, you know what, if you're going to go in style. But there is no way that this is acceptable. Let's see what we got here. So this, I mean, you got to just look at this. That's a solid one. Let me just stay here. I'm going to get out and measure here. All right, this is about 5 inches deep. 5 inches is a new record. Let's see if we can beat that. That's right on the turn too. You like the ones that are on the turns. Just pull over here. That one, I think we got the winner as far as largest haul. Come on out for this one. This one we have a solid 40 by 40. That's a nice one. And let me just see here. Oh, there we go. That goes pretty clean across. And a max depth of just say 4.5 inches. So 40 by 40 by 4. That's not good. Like if you're a road, you want to be 0 by 0 by 0. So 40 by 40 by 4, all of these holes. And again, the water makes it look a little better, believe it or not. But just getting, and we'll take an angle on this. Let's wait till this car goes by. My car actually needs to upgrade to a radial patch because I couldn't even plug it, the hole was so big. I mean, this, if you want to consider the hole goes all the way over to there. That's good. That's a little over 4 feet. This is good because this is just like hitting a little curb. Now, it's only 3.5 inches, but you don't want to hit something that's 3.5 inches. This is not, you can't go, I feel like I'm going to sprain my ankle walking through here. And like, just taking a quick, like, I'm better off measuring the distance that's good between the holes versus trying to pretend like this is anything acceptable for a town. So if you would like to drive your exotic car to my shop for storage, you let me know. I don't think you would. I think it would be fair to say that TNX should probably do something about it. If somebody has the time and ingenuity to start a website to address some of these atrocious roads that exist around our counties and states and everywhere across the country, let's do it. I guarantee there's a bunch of college kids with nothing more than the time to voice their opinions to people as to what they think about certain roads, and maybe, just maybe, we could see a little bit of action. And like, I mean, you have the big trucks driving around the holes. Like, nobody wants to drive through them. It just makes absolutely no sense, and something's got to be done about it. And hopefully my meager little video here can do something to help make society a better place. What do you think? All right, before we go back in, let's just allow us to visualize the equivalent. So this curb here is 2.5 inches. Now the color difference allows you to visualize what a 3.5 or 4 inch pothole looks like. Imagine driving over that at speed. Come on. So you guys are familiar with my other company, Adventure Drives, right? Well, this year we've got 2 trips coming up. One, which is starting in Seattle and ending in Jackson Hole in July. That's going up through the Canadian Rockies, coming down through Banff, Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, and Grand Teton National Park. It's going to be phenomenal. Also, we're going to be going to Scotland in October. We're going to be doing Scotch distilleries, playing golf at St. Andrews if you want to do that, walking around, seeing lakes, waterfalls, driving the North Coast. It's going to be an amazing trip. Prices start as low as $2,500 per person for the shorter trip in Scotland, about double that for the longer trip in July. If you're interested in going, check out the link in the description.